All right, all kinds of exciting things are happening, and we haven't even really started. Wow, this is really cool. So, as you guys know, I love the Hempworx products. I keep encouraging you guys to develop a relationship with those products. It is absolutely vital that you do. And if you're pretty healthy in the CBD products, you don't notice anything with them because you're healthy. Try different ones because they will most likely there'll be a certain amount that you take in a certain one in my experience, that will have a pretty drastic impact on your overall mood and mental clarity at the very least. For me, that was the 750 full spectrum. It's kind of different for everybody, and the doses are different. So you got to play with that. But also, the sleep spray is a lifesaver for some people around me, and I'm really loving it. It really helps me because I get kind of wired and excited by the end of the day, and it's hard for me to turn my brain off. Really, really helping me get a great night's sleep. Try the different products and build a relationship with them. But here I want to talk about the other stuff going on business wise. You see my second leg has started to build. I had mentioned, for those of you in the top 100 who are putting together the more comprehensive system to build like I do, I'd mentioned to you that I wouldn't start building my second leg until we turned on the marketing rotator. We now have the marketing rotator turned on. Even though I think we only have like 98 people in there, there's a whole bunch of people trying to get in. We just haven't followed up and answered their questions yet because we're so busy. So we'll definitely be there. So I got the rotator going early. And because we got the rotator going, and this leg is growing like a monster, this left leg, I went ahead and started, I only placed in one person actually as a pre-enrollee, and I told him not to sign up yet. Although I need to reach out to him now because someone else came in from an old email I sent out. I've sent out a lot of email, or not a lot, just a few actually. But the older email had my old link in it, not the rotator link. So someone, Charles, had opened that up and come on in and ended up over here. So it's going to start. And then he brought in somebody. He referred somebody into his left leg. So my right leg's starting to go. And I will, come January, actively promote that, but not with my social media. Those of you in the top 100 are going to, have all of my social media leads running through your rotator, helping you build these second legs. So I'll only be able to build my right leg through half of my email marketing. So in other words, we talked about this before when we talked about commitments for the top 100. Once we got this leg growing strong, and the top 100 had the rotator get going, I was going to start building this right leg, and it was going to be 50-50 on my email. So you get 100% of my social media marketing for 18 months, plus 10% of my income going into advertising to help build your right leg in that top 100 rotator. But I'm going to be able to put half, have it alternate. Half of the leads will fall in from emails I promote to my old list. Half will fall in to the left to keep driving down your leg, your left leg, and then half will fall on the right. And that's how Shaft Muhammad got here on the right. So, yeah, I mean, this is pretty exciting. You guys are in a really good position. You see Adam James started building his right leg. He's got pre-enrollees. Chris Cunningham started to build his right leg. Let's just kind of go. I mean, I'm not going to be able to go down all of these, but just kind of show you some things that are happening. We're at level 792 at the very bottom of that leg, which is crazy. We're just a month in. Usually it takes like 6 to 9 months in a really healthy, fast-growing organization to see this kind of growth, really kick in for the so this is going to be crazy where this goes. And you see people are referring people to the left leg as well, because, you do need to get at least one referral in your left leg, and some of you want more than that to really lock it in, to qualify. So even though you'll be focused more on your other leg, on your second leg, you're going to want to put something into there. So that's going to continue to grow that way as well. But let me jump back up to the top. I didn't want to go all the way to the bottom there. 1 second. So if we go down, look at some of this development. James Lockett has started to get pre-enrollees in his right leg. Cindy and Sam Malinowski started to build their second leg. Great job, guys. That's awesome. And a lot of these people have qualified for, for the second rotator as well. When you have till the end of December to qualify for shares in the second rotator. Hopefully you know what that's about. Go to your support group. If not, email support@predictable-system.com. If you don't have a clue like what I'm talking about, like you have a couple of days yet to still qualify for shares in the second rotator. I'll do more things like that in the future, but it's a big opportunity to blast things off. If we keep going down here, we see Richard Williams has started building his second leg, at least with pre-enrollees. Hazel Moore, her team's really killing it. She's earned a lot of shares, and she's got people in her team who've earned shares in the second rotator. So she's got the top 100 rotation, and she's got I think she's earned 3 shares because she hit that third benchmark, 3 shares herself in the second rotator. Plus, she has some members in her group who've earned a share. So her team's just going to be killing it, just blasting off. I'll just continue down here. You see Michael Glass as well has earned shares by building that second leg in the second rotator. He's getting that going. Addison Williams has started to get this second leg going. Just really, really impressive as this develops down. Now, if you're somebody who hasn't gotten, Magnus, I see he's got his second leg started. Looks like someone just enrolled in the last day or two. If you haven't gotten your second leg started, don't feel left out, like it's still really early. And of course, if you're in the top 100, you're going to be getting in the rotation for the top 100 to help you build that second leg. And it's going to take me time to get my social media really ramped up, which is why I gave 18 months for that, for you to be in there and get all of that. It's more of a long-term rotator and extremely valuable. And I've got 10% of my Hempworx income going into that. My Hempworx income is probably going to be much higher this month than it will next month, but it will start to compound and grow. So that will become more and more significant, which is why earning a share in that second rotator can give you a big blast off. But between the top 100 rotator, and if you do have any shares in the second rotator, this is a huge, huge, huge blast off. But you don't want to just rely upon that. So you might not know what to do right now, and that's okay. You should be going through Jason Cardamone's Getting Started training. Get familiar with things. Maybe plug into Aaron Rashkin's training, which I've shared with you. Go to your Facebook group to the announcements post if you want links and information on how to join those Getting Started training groups. If you don't know what to do, that's where you should be starting. I don't want you spending a bunch of money on leads right now or anything until I get you prepped. I'm preparing the email marketing. I'm preparing the online marketing training to teach you guys the short-term tactics to get some growth going in your second legs on top of what you'd get from the rotator, which is important. And you should also be sharing the products with people around you. You should be having people try them. I did. I don't think of it as like the way I mainly build my business, but I definitely do that to build confidence in myself, to learn the products. You got to be doing that stuff. So that's what you should be doing if you don't know what to do yet to build your second leg. And just know the rotator is going to get kicked on here even more as we go forward. And I'm going to be teaching you what to do with the online marketing for those of you in the top 100 group, and also people in level 2. They'll learn the short-term strategies. And certainly, if you're in the top 100, you're a profit platform or ambassador. And while that doesn't do anything immediately, you need to keep at least plugging away at that, maybe half your time, a percentage of your time plugs away at putting that together, because that's going to be what positions you to just never wonder how to do marketing again. So keep chipping away at that. In the meantime, plug away on the Getting Started trainings. Again, see your Facebook group. Announcement post has links to that. Get plugged into Team Inspire's Getting Started training. Go through that if you don't know what to be doing right now. Share the products with people around you. Build your belief. And that can also get the business going. And if you've known people in the past that were in network marketing, man, tell them, look, I can put you at the top of this second leg. And I'm in a rotator. Like Mike knows what he's doing. He was the top enroller. He's helping us. He's getting ready to launch in January a bunch of processes for us to build this thing. Partner up with me. All right. All right, guys, exciting times. We've got the second leg starting to develop. And remember, when you're someone underneath you is building their second leg, cheer for them, congratulate them, look them up on Facebook. Their success is your success. So work together and support each other in that way. I will see you guys soon. Happy New Year, everybody.